Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I think this is going to be a fun one today. We don't normally make videos so heavily focused on food, but Sydney and I were trying to decide what to make for dinner the other night, and we decided to make pancakes. And then it occurred to me, we actually had all the ingredients on hand to make tree pancakes, where almost all of the ingredients come from trees. Figured it'd be fun to show that recipe, show what they look like. We followed a loose recipe, which I'll show you later in the video, and I'll put it down in the description as well, but the pancakes turned out amazing. In addition to just tasting good, it's a meaningful meal to me because I had my hands on gathering and foraging some of the ingredients, and almost all of the ingredients come from trees, which is just super fun. Some of these ingredients can be hard to find, but you can do this on your own if you look around. So taking a look at the ingredients, we've got almond milk, hickory oil, a lemon, an egg, maple syrup, some juneberries, some black walnuts, and then of course our pancake flour, which this time is a mix of acorn flour and buckwheat flour. Now we've got some videos up on processing black walnuts, and there's a lot of other great content creators that have made walnut related videos on YouTube you can check out. But the first thing that we had to do, and really the only thing related to walnut that I'm going to discuss, is cracking the walnuts. We have a good stash of walnuts basically squirreled away in my bedroom and in the basement at my parents' house, and so we just take a few out and crack them when we need. I've got this tabletop cracker that does a pretty good job of cracking them out. This fall we're definitely going to make an updated walnut foraging video, and I'll probably make an updated black walnut cracking video soon, going into all the nuances of like how to get really efficient at actually cracking black walnuts, getting them out of the shell. But you could still have a really good pancake if you used regular store-bought walnuts or pecans or any other tree nut, or you could even just buy black walnuts online. Similar situation with the berries. It's mid-May at the time that we're making these pancakes, and so the juneberries are ripening here locally. Even though it's not June, they're really more like Mayberries here. I think really any berry would go good in these pancakes, but since juneberries are ripe and they kind of are on more of, they grow on a tree, sometimes you would call it more of a shrub. It kind of depends on, some juneberry species grow taller than others, but I am going to just blur the lines and say these berries are coming from a tree. Now, you know, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, they all grow on more shrubs. Shrubs are still woody, so that's pretty much a tree. You could also swap out for mulberries, which definitely come from a tree, if you really want to stick with tree-related berries. The lemon that we're using to add into the almond milk also obviously comes from a tree. Almond milk, self-explanatory. And then instead of butter, we're using hickory oil. You could use other tree-based oils, pecan oil. Olive is olives grow on trees. Maple syrup is just tree blood, so that's kind of comes from trees. I'll note that you can make nut milks from most types of nuts, and you can also get syrup from various types of trees in addition to maple. This is the, you can pause here if you want to look at the ingredients list and the recipe. The only non-tree product we're using here is egg, which we couldn't come up with a substitution for, but perhaps there is one out there. And then the flour that we used is actually an acorn and buckwheat mix, so there's some buckwheat flour in there, which is not from trees. We also use some olive oil. So let me know if you guys have an idea of what we could substitute for the egg that would still be a tree product. Oh, and of course chocolate chips, which comes from, cacao, which is a tree. Now you can buy acorn flour online at various places. You'll sometimes find it at specialty grocery stores. You can make your own. We've got some videos on how to make it, but we're going to do a big update on how we make acorn flour, a whole new video that goes into more detail if you're interested in exploring that. We got our flour and our oils from the Asheville Nuttery, which if you're nearby is an awesome resource for the Southeast, for Southern Appalachia, for tree crops. You can also get some products from them online. Inventory varies throughout the year, so keep checking with the website. But yeah, other than that, this is a really short one. Willow approves, and just wanted to show you guys these tree pancakes because I thought it was pretty cool. Let me know what you think, and we'll catch you in the next one. And we'll end it with some black walnut cracking footage for anyone who's interested at seeing these black walnuts come apart.